Hello, hello. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. It is, I don't even know what day it is. It's something like day 22 or day 23 of quarantine here in San Jose in Costa Rica. Hope you can hear me because even though it's quarantine, someone seems to be drilling right outside my apartment. And it's windy, so we'll see how this works. Something like day 22, day 23, and all of the days are kind of blending together, except yesterday really stands out because yesterday I launched the Kickstarter for my book, Vagabondess, A Guide to Solo Female Travel. And I'm going to share the link to the Kickstarter campaign in the comments to this video as soon as I finish. And I just wanted to tell you that I launched it because I'm excited. And I wanted to talk a little bit about why I think that right now is a really good time to sort of go after our projects. My book needs to be 500% funded. That would be amazing. I don't even know what I would do. I think I would then do a Spanish language translation and an audiobook. If I get to 500%, I'm doing an audiobook. You can quote me on that. So I wanted to talk about why I think this is a good time to sort of go after our projects or plant dreams as well. And I'm not saying that there's anything that anyone has to be doing right now. Like, I know everyone is sort of living this crisis differently and managing things differently. So it's not like, oh, you should be doing this with your time or you have to be taking advantage of this time. It's not about that. It's just, for me, why this has been a really meaningful time to focus on my dreams and my projects. And maybe that will inspire someone to go after theirs. So I took notes because I have 3 things I want to say. Why, and as some of you know, it was hard for me to decide whether to stick to my timeline when everything sort of blew up globally, or to decide whether to stick to my timeline or to postpone indefinitely. And I decided to stick to my launch plan. I launched my Kickstarter yesterday. I will be publishing at the beginning of May, and it is sort of a crazy time to run a crowdfunding campaign when a lot of people are financially stressed, and to publish a book about travel when we're all stuck in our houses and borders are closed. So here's why I think it's still a really good time to do those things. First, in times of crisis, we need art more than ever. Books, films, music, like those things are keeping us alive when we're isolated, when we're in quarantine, when so many other things that we're used to having in our lives are taken away. What's left, one of the big things that's left that's really vital is art. And this book is nonfiction. That doesn't mean it's not art and it's not literature. And for me, this is a creative project, and I definitely put it in the category of my art. I saw a great quote the other day. It was something about, if you don't think art is useful, then try spending your quarantine without books, music, movies, literature, something like that. And yeah, like we especially need art right now. That's number 1. Number 2, in times of crisis, we need dreams. So this is an opportunity in my mind to slow down and really focus on, well, like, what are we going to do after? What are we going to do when they let us out of quarantine? What haven't we been doing that we're going to start doing? Well, this is a wake-up call for a lot of people. I've been in touch with a few people who have been following the process who are saying, like, wow, I realized that I have always wanted to write, for example, and I haven't gone after that dream. Well, this is a wake-up call. This is a moment to look at that and say, okay, I haven't been going after this dream. As soon as they let me out of here, or before, if it's writing, you can start now in quarantine. As soon as they let me out, I'm going to go after this. So my book is about solo female travel. If you're a traveler, a woman or not, and your dream is to travel, this can be a wake-up call and say, I'm not going to waste more time thinking about that and putting it off. As soon as I can go after this dream, I'm going to do it. So number 2, we need dreams. It's another thing that keeps us alive and keeps us sane when so much is taken away. And number 3, in times of crisis, we need optimism. yeah, right now we can't travel, but that doesn't mean we can't be optimistic about what we're going to do next year or in a few months. So we're not going to be inside forever. We're not going to be restricted to our neighborhood or our country forever. There is going to be a post-corona era, and it might look different, it might not, I don't know. I've seen a lot of opinions on that, but whatever it looks like, there is going to be a future after this, and I for one am optimistic about it. I'm an optimist about most things. My book is optimistic about a lot of things. It's one of my main sort of pillars of my personal philosophy as a traveler and as a woman is optimism. So I think we need that all the time, and especially right now. So art, dreams, and optimism, those are 3 reasons that I think it's a good time to launch this book about travel. And we can't travel, it's why I think it's a good time to focus on our dreams and focus on our projects. I sort of got tangential and long-winded here, but you know where I'm going. However you're using this time, I hope that you are taking some time to dream and that you're able to sort of dig through the chaos and the panic and the fear and the uncertainty and find some optimism as well. And I hope that that you're surrounding yourself with art, whether it's literature or music or movies or dance or other movement, that you're leaning on those supports in this time. And again, my Kickstarter is live for Vagabondess, A Guide to Solo Female Travel. I'm running it like a pre-sale, so this is actually, if you want the book, this is the time to get it because it's cheaper now than it will be starting in May when I officially publish it. So you can get the electronic book for $5 through the Kickstarter, and you can get the print book in the US for $15. Those prices will be higher starting in May when I publish on Amazon. So go ahead and check out the link that I'm going to put in my comments. I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. Sending you all lots of love and hugs wherever you are in the world right now.